I appreciate good offensive line play because the last couple years we have not had it, and it has showed on the field, and that is one of the many reasons, probably one of our top reasons, one of them, that this team hasn't had the success that we all want, that we all crave. So by saying that, Mario Cristobal comes in and he starts his tenure at Miami going straight defensive line, but basically saying what we need, it has to look a certain way. The type of player that we want to get, it has to hit a certain way. And if you look at Mario Cristobal actions, he's telling you that the size, the stature, the character of a player really does matter. And you can see all that in this commitment of Matt Lee. Matt Lee, former UCF center, has been there for 4 years, but he still has 2 years of eligibility. All AAC player, consistent play, had not dealt with a lot of injuries. This is a cat who had 0 sacks allowed, 435 pass blocking snaps, and only allowed 2 quarterback pressures in 2022. Grades out as a 91 pass blocking for those who like PFF. To me, one of the best players, to a lot of people, one of the best players in the transfer portal, one of the best available players in the transfer portal. So Matt Lee comes into this team. He will be our starting center. I project him to be a starter, and hopefully he can give us 2 years. Hopefully, if he has a great year this season, probably going to dip out. But hopefully he gives us 2 years to get this offensive line play. So welcome to Miami, Matt Lee, much needed get. Now look at what Mario Cristobal has done. You get Samson Okunlola. You get Maui Moore. You bring in Javion Cohen. This offensive line recruiting, this offensive line acquisitions, this offensive line turnover is going to bring us to be looking a lot different next year. That's how I feel. Or that's how I'm projecting. When you bring in this guy, Matt Lee, and let's not forget, we still got Zion Nelson. We still got Zion Nelson in the cut. We still got Zion Nelson who didn't play a snap last year. I honestly believe if this offensive line can gel, stay healthy, our offense looks totally different than what it did last year. This is a step to getting in the right direction. Matt Lee, a big-time get. Matt Lee, who was recruited by Oklahoma. And actually, I really thought Oklahoma had a big selling point because Dylan Gabriel, who is the Oklahoma Sooners starting quarterback, he decided to come back to the Sooners for another year. And that announcement was made right when Matt Lee decided to enter the transfer portal. So I assume, just like a lot of people, that he would go to Oklahoma. He visited Oklahoma, ends up visiting Miami. Miami wines and dines him. We all saw the picture of him, Mario, Tyler Van Dyke, chilling like a villain. And then today it comes down that he has committed to the Miami Hurricanes. And I feel like he's going to be our starting center, and it just gets us one step closer. I'm not going to say who it is, but I saw a tweet that said, if it's not a big-time receiver, I'm not going to be excited. And I'm not going to say that person is wrong. I mean, that's just how he feels. And I used to feel like that. I used to feel like, hey, if it's not a skilled player, man. But I don't know how you could watch this Miami Hurricanes team these past couple years and not realize that one of the main reasons we haven't been where we need to be is because the lack of offensive line play, because of how bad this offensive line play has been.